Hey, we're rolling in 5 seconds.
I'm on my way. I'm going right now.
Gino,
I'm going right now.
get on your mark.
Okay, alright, I'm on my mark. Does the tie look good? Is it okay?
Bro, the tie looks fine.
Alright, you know what? It doesn't matter.
On your
It doesn't
mark,
matter.
yeah.
It's red, though.
Dimming
It's red.
lights.
I thought it was cool. Hello, pressure heads. Welcome to This Week in Pressure, where I'll be coming to you with news about the game and updates. And look at this, huh? The budget finally came in. I have a desk now and a green screen. I can put anything I want there. That's real. Don't worry about the guy behind me. He just showed up one day and he won't leave. I don't know why, but I don't think he's gonna hurt us. I don't think they hurt. I don't even think they think. But anyways, I've compiled a lot this week. This video is going to be a lot different than the misinformation video since it's going to be way more laid back and informal. As you guys are probably aware, Pressure's development is long and strenuous. We all know the weight these guys carry, and it's admirable. But during the development process, things tend to get removed, scrapped, and even canceled. So please, take everything I'm about to say and show with a grain of salt, because we don't know when exactly it's going to be coming out, or if it even is going to come out. Thank you, like and subscribe, and let's start with the Raveyard. Now we're diving into the Raveyard. If you didn't know, the main lobby in Pressure has new water effects, and they're slowly building this out to every other game mode. And most recently, we actually got a couple screenshots and a video of the new water system in the Raveyard. As you can see, the water is fairly reminiscent of the water from the terrain generation on Studio, which it most likely is. And I thought this was a little funny. Zeal and Kibo didn't notice they weren't in a development chat, and they were just kind of like talking about fixes. I thought that was funny, that's all. We also got this screenshot of Skelipede and Bouncer inside the Spectrum. I think this was just a little funny screenshot they wanted to show off and nothing more than that. And we also got a good look at the lightning in the above ground portions of the Raveyard, and it really adds to the ambience of this event. Very spooky. In one more change to the Raveyard, they are finally adding the subtitle icons. I also tried to get a comment from the Bouncer himself on the new subtitle icons, but you can probably expect how well that went. Would you like to comment on the... yeah. Not well. Now that we got the Raveyard out of the way, let's move on to the more interesting stuff. Alright, for this section, we're going to start off with remodels and tweaks, and then move our way on to the bigger and crazier stuff coming to worth the wait. First up, we have a post from Altwire of a new rig system for all of Sebastian's animations, followed by the message from Altwire saying Sebastian's animations are about to get a whole upgrade, followed by him playing around with Sebastian's light bulb and ears, or technically fins, whatever you want to call them. And then later that night, we got a test animation of exactly how Sebastian's new animations will look. This is probably just Altwire's animation magic, but he makes things look really fluid. I think this is all mainly happening because of Zeal losing the texture files for Sebastian. I'm assuming it gave him an extra reason to upgrade how Sebastian looks. There was also this post about hiring an animator for rigging new death screen animations for Sebastian. I love to see small things like this. It really helps a game feel more full. And to follow this post up, we actually got a screenshot of Sebastian leaning on the desk for the death cutscene. Next, we have remodels for the servers and control panels of all of Urban Shade's tech. Unlike the normal remodels we've seen before in this game, these are exceptionally well made. I'm very excited to see the new models in the server rooms, especially with how much bigger they feel now, even though there's not really that much of a size difference. Along with this, Zeal also said not too important, but updated the consoles because the one we had was a reused, boring, and unfitting asset. The reused model being green, and all of the new ones being blue. In my opinion, this was a good change. The new consoles look very high-tech. And now here's everything about the deep sea bunnies in the next update. First, we'll start off with the small stuff, and then we'll work our way up to the big stuff. Thank you, Dino Desmond, for helping me put this segment together. First up, we have a sea bunny in our inventory. It's also the color red, which I'm not entirely sure why it is red. Maybe we'll be able to choose our sea bunny's color, but I don't know at this point. Then we have another screenshot of an audio file called Bunny Cry Loop. And if you don't know, in Worth the Wait, when the deep sea bunnies bring back a landmine and blow themselves up, if their friends are not caught in the crossfire, they'll cry when the other deep sea bunnies are blown up, which is pretty sad. Next, we have a small video of a sea bunny following around a player. This video possibly being a small test on how it would work in game. Looking at the video, the sea bunny follows the player pretty quickly. This also makes me wonder how it would interact with other things in the game. And finally, we have the most recent news, that being a work in progress video of a player holding a deep sea bunny. Then we can see the player pet the deep sea bunny, which is very cute. And then Zeal tries to drop the deep sea bunny, and then it results in a bug. But nonetheless, this is big. Followed by the icon for the new Game Pass coming up for the deep sea bunny. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, Radoob also posted this animation of a player throwing a deep sea bunny. He says it's real, but you know, it's a little wacky, so I don't know. And what a shocker, they are also invasive. I gave one a Bloxy Cola and now they won't leave. I'm stuck with them here. Anyways, that's all for these little funky creatures. Let's move on. Now we're finally getting into some heavier stuff, starting us off with the ending gameplay and cutscenes. First, we have a screenshot of a bunch of animation saves for the ending cutscene, said by Zeal. There is one thing I want to point out though. At the bottom it says pressure NPC anims, which makes me think the ending to the game may have more than just us now in the dock area. I'm assuming there might be some Urban Shade guardsmen waiting for us at the docking bay. Moving away from the animations, we have a teaser at the new finale area where the Searchlight's encounter will be. Not much can be seen other than this dapper looking fish and a couple tubes in the distance. And slightly tying into this, we have 2 screenshots of the new trench bleeder models in the base game. Can't wait to see these. And if you're wondering, here's a before and after picture of the new trench bleeders. And another screenshot with some new Thunder Poons on it. That's its real name. Do I have to use the word Thunder Poon? Can I say something else, please? I don't want to say that. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. And following this, we have something pretty big. We are getting loot boxes that will spawn in code breacher rooms. Wait a minute. Do you see that? That is the defibrillator inside of that loot box. I could be wrong, but this is like the first good look we have of this item. On the top, we can see an orange clock, and on the bottom, there's this type of purple crystal system that looks like it could be powering this item, with a weird purple sphere in the middle. And if anyone knows what this thing on the side is right here, let me know in the comments. It would be much appreciated. Thank you. With this post, Zeal says, quick new thing, will spawn in locked rooms. White and red crate will contain money. Regular will contain an item. Has a higher chance of spawning good items. White will spawn 100 or 200 monies. Very cool. And for you plushie fans, as of the day of recording this, we have 2 days left before the new pressure plushies drop. I just want to say I called this the Blahaj Ifestation. It's in an old video. Go through my catalog, you'll find it. I swear to God, you'll find it. It's in there somewhere. We also got this glorious voice line.
Get off of the game and take a shower. I do not care. Get off of the game and take a shower. It has been 7 months. You stink!
Which is most likely a reference to the classic video of the kid on his computer and his mom yelling at him, and we have this tweet to back that up. And speaking of voice lines, we actually got really big news last night, with Zeal posting a look at a test of the new conversations Sebastian and Painter can have. I mean, you could probably tell it just wah-wahs on like that for like 5 more minutes, but you know, pretty cool. Accompanied by this post, Zeal says, done recording and adding the conversation system. There are currently 26 different conversations they'll be able to have. 26 is a crazy amount. I cannot wait for this. And then for you imaginary friend fans, we have 17 minutes worth of new dialogue. That is pretty awesome. We also have the screenshot from Dino Desmond where it says witching hour is actually a reused asset put into the hunted. That means that the witching hour has a role to play somewhere else. Or it also could have been a scrapped monster. And that about wraps up literally everything. Hopefully. But always look out for tomorrow, because whenever I make these videos, something really big comes out. That's everything for now. Hopefully. I hope you enjoy the first This Week in Pressure. I think we're taking up too much screen time here, so I gotta wrap it up. Anything you want to say? No, you're just gonna keep standing there? Yeah, okay, that makes sense, buddy. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye. Was that good?
Yeah, I guess that was passable.
I really don't want to tape this again. This is our 3rd time. I can't believe Mr. Shade's allowing us to do this.